Our next reader is Vic Miller. He's coming to us from Albany, Georgia. He is only found in wild places, so this is a stretch, I know, for him tonight to be indoors like this. He's a novelist, a humorist, and his style is known as Viction, I understand. So please join me in welcoming Vic Miller.
Ichthus. Too drunk to sit in church, I kayak up the Apalachicola River to sojourn with a spawning school of mullet. Ichthus is Greek for this holiest of fishes. Before there was church, lion-weary Christians scratched icon pictographs on aqueducts and inside caves among the ancient graffiti. To them, the mullet symbolized redemption from original naughtiness and a lot of other stuff. For me, the mullet is a sort of subaquatic dove, a transcendental spirit. She jumps for the joy of mediating sky and sea and mud, the prototypal meat of everybody. A leap of faith, ignoring gravity, trailing microcosmic beads of quicksilver. The sacred spark that embers in all living things inspires the humble mullet's flight, the way I see it. She leaps toward heaven to divine her destination relative to earth to see which way she's headed. I think she jumps because she can't quite fly, though she has seen it done by cormorants and ospreys flashing through the quasi-limits of a mirrored world of flyaway with goat-eyed kin and beaked talon. At night, the mullet rockets through the floating moon into a milky smudge of stars against the outer dark. She doesn't shake or turn in flight like tarpon do, but gives herself to toxic air, riding out the ecstasy of self-propelled momentum. She sails forever, flashing silver-plated mail right back to heaven. And then she splats back through refracted shadows of a perfect self, the soul mullet, shucking off an incidental parasite or two. She's fruitful too and quick to multiply. She spawns in daylight with the other fishes. At night her lunar image on the water fractures kaleidoscopically, cloning silver shards and slivers. She is a dewy water lily spirit who doesn't toil beyond a mile meander through the swaying grass. Nor does she spin except the gold and silver threads her leaps of faith unravel from the floating yarn of sun and moon. And these her darting shuttle weaves into the sacred tapestry of light, or slings a lasso round the bank of brooding clouds. Most kosher of fishes, she has scales and swims in sweet accord with Deuteronomy. No unclean detress passes through her osculating lips or greeny gizzard, no art of tainted meat nor any meat of all except by accident. Thus it's known that 7 of her kith were of the kind to sacrifice their unpolluted flesh to mobs that gathered on the pristine shores of Galilee. For multitudes, a fleet feast of mullet can be stretched out pretty thin with barley loaves and grits. There's also mullet soup and stew, or you can butterfly a mullet flat and nail her to a board to dry and smoke in the sunshine. I like to make medallions with a cookie cutter and fry them crispy as a melting host upon the tongue. Oh, man. But whoa! 2 shotgun blasts. One fast behind the other shattered drowsy culinary musings. A jackknife up in situ. A startled Ishmael floating on a Queequeg's coffin. Momentum squirts my kayak from the rushes, and lo, I see a fleecy-haired old fart some twice my age of 67. He's cruising up the channel, herding fishes with his wooden prow. A mullet jumps. At the zenith of ascent, she doesn't rise or fall, but pauses on insubstantial air, frozen into the eternity of now. The Kai just snatches up his heirloom gun and cocks both hammers, shouldering it. He fires both barrels, broadcasting stippled pure across the reflected sky, and overhanging oak limbs, toupee and resurrection firm and whiskered and Spanish moss. What? Shooting mud? I exclaimed. He breaks his gun, reloading. Eyes wild as brimstones dead on me. Oh God, I'm next, I think. Though I'm no mullet, my fibrillating heart sends centrifugal waves against its rib thoracic hull. The kayak palsy's radiating chop. Been at it 40 years, the geezer bleats. An old poop deaf from shooting. Then he aims those goddamn eyes upstream again to focus out about 1,000 cubits. I shoot the fuckers when they level off. Just like a partridge on a clitter. And that's a sitting duck. I'd never get a shot off quick enough, I say. You ever kill any? Not yet. He sets his stuff with chin upriver, cracks his throttle with apocalyptic vengeance, and if the time for bagging fish were near at hand, he leaves me wobbling in his smoky wake, confound.